The Health and Safety Seminar is back, with Unite the Union calling for its health and safety representatives to be recognised by employers and for employers to comply with law, safeguarded by strict government enforcement of strong laws to protect employees.
We are seeing more and more cases of mental health coming for seeking help after COVID especially, but there's always a lot of stress at work. Given some departmental restructuring and people that are staying behind, having to multitask at work, etc., etc. This is not something solely to do with government, but throughout the public sector at large.
The care agency's Giselle Carreras spoke about the importance of self-care for those working in social care. The Institution of Occupational Safety and Health is keen to ensure that mental health is treated with parity, along with safety and physical health in the workplace.
It's a massive area for every organisation and every employer to recognise that we all have mental health, and the reasons that sometimes our mental health suffers in the workplace is the same as any other scenario where perhaps you've got your typical safety related problems that come from those hazards and those risks that aren't being correctly managed. Mental health is exactly the same along with physical health, and that's always been the case.
The message is workplaces with high levels of mental well-being are more productive. Government Minister Stephen Linares said the stigma of mental health issues is slowly eroding and everyone deserves support. Raising awareness of the risks and training are crucial to reducing mental health problems at work, with line managers leading from the top.
You know, at the end of the day, people are your most important asset, and quite often it's difficult for us to actually, recognise or even admit to the fact that we're suffering from a mental perspective. I think the importance of line management should never be underestimated, because at the end of the day, they're the ones there at the sharp end, supporting teams, getting the best out of people. So absolutely, they need to have their training and their awareness. But do you know what? So do employees, to be able to recognise issues in themselves, but also look after colleagues.
So for employers to develop policies and systems in order to combat mental health, two issues. Workplace stress needs risk assessment, and mental health issues need support. And the only way to do that is discussion with the employees.
Mental health hasn't always been at the forefront of health and safety concerns, but times have changed.
I've done all sorts of courses. I've done a Master of Science in Occupational Safety and Health, and frankly, mental health never came up at all. As I said during my small intervention, I'm absolutely delighted because I'm a trustee of Clubhouse Gibraltar, and I can see firsthand the issues with mental health. So absolutely delighted that this year the topic is mental health.
The Mental Welfare Society also called for mental health services to be improved so that better help can be offered when workers and others seek help.
Moving on from today, we would like to see more mental health first aiders at work. We are aware that within some government departments there are a few, but we need to expand this training across the Gibraltar government and onto the private sector.
The Health and Safety Seminar is firmly back on Unite's agenda, with more campaigning in the pipeline to ensure the well-being of everyone at work. They signed some health and safety policies with the government that they hope will enhance work cultures across the public sector and also help positively influence the private sector.